Good morning to everyone. Today we will start with our next topic, that how cells are made up of. See, as we all know that we have already before studied that cell is the basic unit of life, and all living organisms are made up of either one or more cells, whether of same type or different types. But on observing the cell, we have come into knowledge that the cell is also consist of some part structures or components which is called as cell organelles. Okay, so cell is mainly made up of various components in order to perform various functions which are called as organelles, and the examples are chloroplast, mitochondria and Golgi body. And the main structure of the cell includes cell membrane and nucleus. These organelles are embedded inside the cell, means they are found inside the cell, but the outer boundary and main structure which is observed through microscope is the cell wall or cell membrane or nucleus. Today we will study more detail about cell membrane. If we observe the cell, the outer layer of the cell is called as cell membrane in plant cell, and if it is an animal cell then it is called as plasma membrane. The definition can be explained as outer covering of the cell which separates the contents of the cell from its external environment. As soon just like our skin, what is the function of our skin? It gives the protection as well as separates the external environment and internal environment of the body. Similarly, the cell wall or cell membrane or cell plasma membrane does the same function as our skin, and as the skin, from the skin some exchange of material takes place. Similarly, the cell membrane act as a boundary point from where the exit or entry of any molecules inside or outside of the cell takes place, and that's why the cell is considered as selectively permeable membrane. Selective permeable membrane means it functions, it checks whether the molecule is applicable for the cell or not, means it is utilizable by the cell or it is not, and on that basis it allows the entry and exit of the cell. The various components of molecules which comes and enters or gets existed from the cell, it includes water molecules or gases, particles. On that basis, the exchange of gases molecules or water molecules or minerals, the terminology of exchange of molecules is defined here. The first terminology is diffusion. Diffusion is basically concerned with the exchange of gaseous molecules from the cell. Basically, during the respiration, when CO2 is exhaled out of the cell and O2 is utilized into the cell, and apart from that, different gaseous molecules are also existed or liberated or utilized by the cell, and that process of utilization or liberation of the gaseous molecule is termed as diffusion. Okay. The second terminology is of osmosis. It is also a process of exchange, but it is concerned with the molecules of water. When molecules of water are liberated or entered into the cell, that process is called as diffusion, and mainly the transport of gaseous molecules or water molecules inside the cell or in the cell is from higher concentration to the lower concentration. So let's know what is known as concentration. Concentration is, simple terms, is called as the level, the amount of molecules present, that is called as concentration. So if the level of CO2 is inside the cell is more, the cell will automatically liberate the CO2 outside the cell through the process of diffusion, and this is also similar process concerned with the water molecules. There are different types of osmosis that we will study in the next session. Till here you have to remember this main terminologies and the function of the plasma membrane. Thank you.